guys, welcome back to another video. This video will be learning a bit more about a render template, and we'll be starting blueprints. And so in the beginning, I'll just show you how you can list out a dictionary array, like an array of dictionaries. As you can see, I have dictionaries, and then I have jojo@email.com. And then the same thing for IO. And right now I'm going to be showing you the code for that. So as you can see, I have a simple dictionary here. And I just pass it in as a variable like we did in the last video. And right here, I'm just for looping over the the array of dictionaries. And then for each dictionary, I'm just printing the name inside and email inside. So there's a quick overview. There's a dictionary, there's an array of dictionaries. Right? And it consists of 2 dictionaries. Each dictionary has a name and an email, both filled out. And then I'm passing the dictionary as a variable to the HTML file. And in the HTML file, I'm for looping over the array that has dictionaries inside. And for each dictionary, I'm printing out the name and the email. So that's exactly what I'm doing. If any of you wanted to know, that's how you for loop over an array of dictionaries. Now we'll be getting into blueprints. So first of all, we're going to be creating an error template. So this code will be in the description, but I'm just going to create a new file. And we'll call it 404.html. And I'll copy all the index.html. Copy it, and then I'll paste it. And then in the H1, I'm just gonna put 404, and I'm gonna put this valid path. Okay, so I made this. And now we can move on to make a Python file. So first of all, we're going to need an error handler. So in main.py, I'm gonna make a new file called error.py. And I'm gonna import some stuff from Flask. And I'm gonna initialize a blueprint. So this would be the name of the blueprint. I'm just gonna name it the same as the variable. It's just gonna be a lot easier. And now we're gonna make one route. You can add a 403 page or 500 page, but for now, just be adding one route for a 404. So a 404 request is usually a request that let's say you let's say you go onto google.com/shop, and let's say this was a valid URL to bring you to the shopping page of Google. Now if I do shop this, then it should return me a 404 URL, because this is not a valid URL in Google, right? So if I do this, it should return me a 404, because if you type this in right now, then it will, like, there is no content related to this. Like, shop actually has an HTML file to render, but something like this has nothing to render. So basically, if there's like this is a path inside a URL. So if the path in the URL is not a valid path, it's gonna return this page that we're specifying. So that's what a 404 request is, basically when the path in the URL is not valid. So it's just like what we made in index.html, except we take in a param here. And then we return render template, and we made a errors. We made a 404.py. A 404.html. My bad. 404.html. And outside, just return 404, like this. So it knows it's 404 request. And after that, we can go into our main.py and we can add a blueprint. So first we need to import the blueprint from we need to import the blueprint from errors.py, from errors, import errors. Because remember, we named this errors, variable errors, so we import errors from the error.py. And then below, after creating the app variable, we app.register for blueprint, and then inside of this we pass in what we imported. So we imported errors from. So now if I save all these files and now if I go to my web browser, my Flask application should be running. Okay, I actually got an error, and I'm gonna show you that really quickly. So as you can see, the error is blueprint has no attribute.app_error. So I actually know the fix to that error, luckily, because I've gone through this a million times. But if we go back to the code and we go back to the file specified with error.py, and it's not app_error, it's app_error handler. So that was my bad, but now that should be fixed. And if we go back and run it, yes. Okay, now I'm gonna open up Chrome and refresh the page. Now this is a valid route because remember we added a slash route, but if I go to something like this, as you can see, it says 404, this is not a valid path, and this is exactly what we put into the HTML file. Now we're gonna add a couple other requests, but we can't really test them. But as you can see, there's a 404 that we actually could test, and it actually works. So the same thing would go for another request type. If I go back to my Sublime text and I just copy all of this, then I can actually, there's actually also 500 and 404. First we're going to make a 500. And in templates again, I'm going to make a new file, call it 500.html. It's going to be all the same content. And instead of this is not about path, internal error. if you do not know all like these request types, like there's also like a 200 and all that, but I don't think Flask can do that, because 200 would just be if it loads it up, so you don't really need an error for that. I'm gonna show you a website. Okay. So as you can see, if you like search up stuff like that, you can get now PS request. So they're actually called status codes, my bad. Status codes. So if we do HTTP status codes, okay. As you can see, 100 to 199, these are not like that, they're pretty rare. I've never actually seen 100 to 199 in my life. Or I might have, but I didn't really get it. Redirects, they don't display that much either. 404s always display, and there's like 99 for each kind of error, and each number means like a different error. Like 404 means not a valid path, and 403, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but we can figure it out. There's 403. Okay, see, it means forbidden, that like I can't access. So as you can see, like each number has a different kind of error to it. Server errors are usually 500, but I usually just use 500 for all my server errors, and 403. 404, 403, and 500 are like the main ones you use, and also 200. If you work with any backend stuff with APIs or RESTful API or something. But yeah, the link to this website will also be in the description. But that will be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.